3 matches. How did Steve DeMarco come out of this? Well, let me tell you. Let's begin with Friday. I went to WOW. World of Wrestling. The link's over there. Only performed there a couple of times. This was actually my second time there. First thing I noticed, the locker room. Very drama-free. No politics. I owe that a lot to Tug, who I have a lot of respect for, as well as his son Chaz, who I go way back with from my NWA days a few years back. Have a lot of respect for those guys. They have a lot of students there, a lot of guys who train with them. But there are guys like Austin Rhodes and Mr. Destiny and Ryan Davidson and Michael Faith, who had just came back from Japan. And I got to face Mysterious Q, who's been in it about a couple of years. If you type in Mysterious Q on YouTube, search, you'll probably find him. And good kid, very athletic, can do a lot of, he's very agile, very athletic. And we went to a draw. And really my main focus in that match, it was a 10-minute time limit, but we went to a draw. But really I was really concerned about trying to see where my wind was at, my cardio. And just to get back in the groove. I hadn't been in the ring in about 6 weeks since Fight Win Survive, since their finals, and needed a little bit of a rest. So that was my main concern. It was also a working day for me, so I actually had to go work out, go to the gym before I went to work, then go to work, work my day, and then go to the show. But my win was pretty good, and I felt pretty comfortable in the ring, and I was really starting to get in my comfort zone when the match ended. So we went to a draw. No harm in that. I'm still undefeated there. Of course, that's like being 1-0-1, so not too much to brag about just yet. But the higher-ups did tell me that Michael Faith, who won the Texas title that evening, and I will go to blows on November 14th at their next show. So Michael Faith has been to Japan on and off. He was trained by Vader. He's a big dude, and it is a non-title match, but I'm going to bring everything I got to that one and test my wills against a guy who's been in Japan, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So again, November 14th for that next show. Saturday was Texas All-Star Wrestling, and again, their link's probably over there. And again, same thing. Their locker room very lacking in the drama, lacking in the politics. Everybody gets along. Ran into Mr. Destiny also there. Justin Walker. Who else? Scobie Gober, Nasty Nick, Nico, who's also been with PWA, as well as a few others. So, Zen, just to name a few. Again, like that locker room, been there on and off, and really starting to want to come back on a more regular basis. This was a one-night tournament for their heavyweight title. Had 8 combatants and one-night tournament. My first round opponent was the King of Humble, and I beat him with the sexy kick. After about a 4 or 5 minute match, we were feeling each other out. He's more of a smash mouth guy. He caught me good, and I felt the mojo. Felt Steve DeMarco's temper starting to rise. And before it unleashed, I just sexy kicked him, knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. Then my second round opponent was Nasty Nick, and he's a big fan favorite there. The girls love him. He's, like I said, big fan favorite. Good kid, very athletic, much like Mysterious Q. And we had a pretty good back and forth match. Very, we went back and forth, and he got the roll up on me. I went for a victory roll, trying to be fancy, trying to get the crowd into it, and then I went for the roll, and he sat in 1, 2, 3, and I was like, oh man, I was going for the victory roll. It was going to be flashy. But at the end of the night, Nico became the new heavyweight champion. And while he was celebrating, my music played, and I came out and made a challenge for November 8th at their Night of Champions. So it will be me and Nico. And the difference with me and Nico is we faced each other a few times, and I always seem to come out on top. Now he's the champ. So again, another guy who's been to Japan here and there, and he's one of the upper guys at PWA. So it's a good test of wills for me. And I'm very, very much looking forward to both those matches, both the November 8th and the November 14th. So I do like both companies. All Star, they tend to do a lot of stuff on YouTube. I've subscribed to them. They've got some stuff up. They try to update as much as quickly as possible. They already have stuff up from you know, pretty immediate. So it's a good. Both are good sites. Go check them out. And if you're in the area, if you're in Houston or if you're in Humble, you know, stop on by, because I'm going to tell you, me and Michael Faith, even though it's a non-title match, I'm expecting it to be a good match. And me and Nico, you know, we have a little history. It's for the title, so you know we're going to bring both our games. Got some other stuff coming up. October 25th, I'm supposed to go back to PCW. We'll see what's going to happen there. October 30th, I actually go back to Austin. I will probably talk about that in a couple of vids from now, about going back to Austin. This is for ICPW, and who's also an NWA Southwest co-promotion. And then PWA's show on the 31st of October. So I've got some stuff lining up, and honestly, this weekend, for the first time in a while, I'll be honest, I started to feel the mojo. That old sexy Steve DeMarco was finally starting to come back. The temper, the Latin temper, starting to come back, and man, it's been sorely missed for me. And I actually had a blast for the first time, and I just felt like I was in the moment for the first time in a long time, and I'm just going to keep that going. So if you got questions or comments, bring them to me. Also, I like it when people who are fans of the Lucha Lounge actually come up and say hey and talk to me. I got that at All Star. I was really kind of thrown back by that, but it's great when guys come up to me and are like, hey man, I saw you on the, you know, I watch your stuff and really enjoy your show, and it's really great to have that. And I'm going to try to bring the camera around. I'm still looking for a cameraman just for road shows and such, because they're always fun. But I think that's it. Next vid, I'm probably going to talk about WWE, TNA, kind of where they're going, where they've been, how they're hyping up their next big events or their next pay-per-views, where they're coming from after their past pay-per-views. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to talk about in my next video. But with that, as always, guys, stay cool, stay sexy, stay classy. But hey, guys, I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to wish it. I don't have to demand it, because you're at the Lucha Lounge and you know what it's about. Later.